Testing, testing. Welcome into a special edition, New Year's Eve, my wedding anniversary. Oh, crap. 1 second, we got some playback here. Where's that coming from? Okay, we got it. We figured it out. Welcome to the New Year's Eve edition, my wedding anniversary. New Year's Eve itself, good weather, good people. Welcome into the stream. I hope you're having a great day. If you're not, hopefully it turns around for you today. Let's start off with these chats. I want to thank Wildhand5750. I saw you in the chat. I want to thank Packers. Thank you for them chats. Thank you for them likes. Thank you for them likes. Packers and YM5750, thank you for the likes. Thank you for starting the stream off for likes. I greatly appreciate that. Let's see. Let's scroll on down here to catch up on the chat. Just to make everybody aware, I will not be live my normal 8 or 9 hours today. Today is New Year's Eve, and it is also my wedding anniversary, 12 great years with my wife. So I will be playing for a little bit. It's about 1 o'clock. I'm probably going to play for maybe roughly an hour and a half, maybe 2. And then I'm going to shut it down. Now, will I be live again? I'm not going to say yay or nay. I don't know what my day is going to look like. But I know I'm only playing for about an hour or 2. And then my next stream definitely will be probably the day or so after New Year's. Like the 2nd or something like that. He said, hold on 1 second. The chat is tripping. 1 second. Let me see. It just scrolled all the way to the bottom. Sometimes it does that. Okay, let me see. Here we go. Packer said first, T. Yo, shout out to my moderator, T. Be sure to go on over to his channel, sub up. Great content creator as well. How's your day going, T? Yo, Merry Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve. Packer said almost got him to 100. Thank you for them likes, Packers. I greatly appreciate it. SR, have you figured out what you're doing about the book? I'm about to get into that. Let's see. Moving on. Also, are you thinking about hiring anyone or doing it by yourself? We're going to get into that. And then while you're live early for me, Manny, yeah, I'm trying to, what I was doing was, Delvin, how you doing? Your wedding anniversary, why are you streaming? I'm sorry. My wife is resting. So basically she was like, ain't no point in sitting here beside me, while she's sleeping. I might as well, go ahead and play the game for a little bit. But I want to go, probably grab some snacks, because over here in the West with the weather the way it is, because we could take a second and it could be forever or nothing, but just an introductory thing. With the weather the way it is and stuff like that, the sun tends to fall around like 4, close to 5, right? So basically, I want to kind of go to the store and get, whatever I'm gonna get, snack wise or food wise before it gets dark, because in especially at New Year's, you have a lot of people speeding around. And it's very foggy out here in Seattle. Especially today. I guess they said something about us warming back up or something like that. But it does get very foggy, and I would just prefer to have whatever I'm gonna have in house before it gets too late and stuff like that. Now, as far as to answer T when he was asking me about, and just to put it out there again, this is only like an hour, 2 hour stream. I will be live no later than the 2nd or the 3rd of the year, starting off fresh, because I want to start off fresh. But yeah, like I said, the 2nd or the 3rd, something like that. So the next part was to address what T was asking me about the book. So the book is still moving forward, but I just wanted to make it clear that things have changed for me, where I am now able to be a full-time streamer. So what that means is I'm able to do content like this. Like instead of having to be at the job and being in a situation where, okay, I have to get up in the morning or something like that, I'm more in a position now to do more content. Like some of the things I'm able to do are the podcasts. If you have not checked them out, be able to, be sure to go on over to the SoundCloud. You're talking about 4 or 5 over hour long podcasts spanning topics across Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, the Xbox Rogue Ally, the Steam Deck, the Nintendo Switch 2, like, we're going in about all of that, right? Then at the same time, you have the YouTube playbacks, because I'm just mentioning that, not like steering you in that direction, but you have the YouTube playbacks. So for anything that you do not catch, you can always go back. I always try to leave it up there. I think it's a great kind of like library. I think every good gamer or content streamer that does not have a library on YouTube is not really gaming, because you can't prove it. Like I can direct somebody to my old channel where you can see me playing Mass Effect on a hard level, beating the game. I don't have to say I beat the game. I can show you I beat the game. Like streaming in general, going back over 10 years. Been married to my wife 12 years, been with her longer than that, but been streaming close to 10 years. You can see that online. I don't have to say, hey, 10 years ago I was beating this video game and I was the baddest man on the planet. First of all, nobody I feel as though is the baddest. We all fall short of the glory. But at the same time, I feel like as a gamer, I'm not changing up on you guys. I'm just now in a position to do more. You see what I'm saying? So one of the things I was thinking about also is mobile gaming. Not like mobile like iOS, nothing against iOS, but I'm talking about like taking my gaming setup with me, because what I realize is I love the Xbox Rogue Ally X. I love my handheld. But if I had, hold on one second. And I'm going to get this game going too, or whatever I'm doing here. I love the Xbox Rogue Ally X. I feel like that's to be honest, the Xbox Rogue Ally X is one of my favorite handhelds of all time, right? The price that I paid, I feel as though is more than worth it when I can download games from Steam. You're talking games from Steam onto Microsoft, onto Xbox, Game Pass, cloud games, Ubisoft Classic, all sorts of stuff, right? So in my opinion, I feel like that's an amazing thing to have, because of the fact that what it does is it opens up the drawer. So this is why I saw you were on Madden, but you weren't streaming. Exactly. What it was I started to, I'm not going to lie and say I haven't done it before. I have played before with xCloud, because I think it's a good service. Now, was xCloud the stuff when it first came out? No. We're not going to. Let me tell you something. SR always tries to keep it real as much as I can. I can't say 100, because I feel as though everybody should have a private life. So how about 95, right? Or 90, right? At first, that's where I was about to go. I'm not gonna lie. When xCloud first came out, and what are we doing here? Trust your staff. I think we're good. We don't really. Let me see what the practice squad looks like just real quick. Let me just get a quick glance. Okay, we got Roman at right guard. Pretty good people, right edges that are X Factor right edges and stuff. Got some good people. I don't think we need to bust a move, or we got Aiden Hutchinson now. We could just we could really roll with who we have. What are we at? Week 7, right? And we got some backup linemen. We got some backup wide receivers. We got an X Factor right guard that I would like to have. We have in my opinion, from the practice squad, I would love to have Roman, not Roman, because he's a backup right guard, but I know my man right here, James Guerrero, the 80 X Factor, I would love to have him on the team. And then that other tight end that I had, my man right here, Hankins, who was getting it done. So if I had to see about 2 spaces, that right guard, I think with Quentin Nelson going into his 9th year, I think I'm gonna give the job to Landon Dickerson and move him, because I feel like what I can do is I can get maybe a better defensive tackle, like a younger, faster one, right? Or if I didn't move him, if it was somebody from the line, Jeremiah Trotter gonna hold down his position. Cornerbacks, you could trade Quentin Nelson for, let's say, you could trade Quentin Nelson. Now, you know what? Keep it where it is. Keep everybody on the practice squad and let's go get these games. So anyway, let's just set the practice. Let's just set the because then you'll trade away the lineman and then somebody will get hurt. Everybody I have on the squad is straight. Let's just keep running. Let's develop the people we have. And Quinnen's only in his 9th year, so 9 times out of 10, Quinnen, Joe Bento. Let's put this on man to man. 9 times out of 10, Quentin gonna play another 3 or 4 years before he even retires. So, you know, you're in a great. Ooh, Joe Bento's life turn X Factor. Okay, Caleb Fave. For a Sam linebacker, either pass coverage or run stopper, I would say put it on pass coverage. And then I'm jumping back into that T. I'm just doing the upgrades. You know how you gotta like do the upgrades and put everybody where we want to put them. Conrad Monroe, the X Factor strong side linebacker. Put this on run stopper, make him better. 83. You know, yeah, getting better. I feel you, young boy. I feel you. Yeah, the only person I was thinking about was could we run light on Quentin Nelson? I mean, Quentin Nelson is a superstar, right? He's like a 92 or something. Isn't he rated as like the best left guard in the NFL? Yeah, you don't trade the best to this position. That just doesn't make sense. And then at defensive tackle, we have Derek Brown, who's a 99. Linebackers looking good, young and developing. The starters can hold it down until they go in. Cornerbacks is looking good. Travis Hunter can also be, Travis Hunter can also be a wide receiver. But what I recognized was not only can Travis Hunter be a wide receiver, but Travis Hunter can also be a cornerback as well, which a lot of people can do. Reed Blankenship can fall down into the linebacker room, so that's like having an extra linebacker. At tight end, we have 3 out there. If all 3 of them, I've never seen a situation where all 3 have gotten hurt, but I have seen a situation where 2 have gotten hurt, but we can work around that. At wide receiver, we have 6, which is more than enough because you normally only run 4, so you would have 2 extras. And then at quarterback, we have Shadari back and Jalen Hurts behind me. So I think we're pretty good. I don't think we need to bust any moves. Let's just see if there's anybody out there in the trade block that is severely good. Geno, Tony Pollard. I don't necessarily need Tony Pollard. Cam Scatterbew. Scatterbew. Okay, nobody there. Oh, wait. I wanted to see. Sometimes they be having those superstar wide receivers that they draft that they can't develop. Okay, they didn't do that this year. Tight ends wise, bunch of rookies. Some pretty good rookies. What's up with this guy? He's practice squad eligible. I might make a move with him. SR was bums with Shadari and still got him back. And I got a first round pick for Anthony Richardson. So I was able to flip Anthony Richardson for, I think it's like a 2030 first. And like a pretty good player. And then, I got Shadari back because you weren't here. That's right. You weren't here. You were here. No, I'm going to say straight up. You were here in the beginning and stuff. What happened was we have a new member to the community, Adam. I don't know if he's going to be in today because he was in here yesterday. He said he might. So he joined the community, and when he joined the community, he got a player created for the Browns. He's the quarterback of the Browns, and I think he's either the cornerback and some linebacker maybe. And, so what happened was he's the quarterback of the Browns. And I was able to trade him. I forget who it was. I think it was like Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders. I was able to trade him and got Shadari Sanders because I didn't want to take too many of his people. Left edge. There you go. Left edge. Who becomes a quarterback and goes to the Browns? Is he trying to be a bust? I mean, I sent him some good people. We were in the middle of making trades yesterday and stuff. I don't need this tight end that bad. I'm not going to go through the drama of that. I sent him some good people. I can go over there and show you. I mean, the roster isn't all that bad. I mean, it's not, let's see. He got Myles Garrett. He's Sir Goblin. He's playing quarterback. He's Mr. Goblin at left edge. He got Galloway 89, Miles Graham, Denzel Ward, Marvin Harrison Jr. I sent Marvin Harrison over there because I had to trade Marvin. Brandon Aubrey was already over there as a kicker. T-Mac is over there now as a wide receiver. O'Neal was already over there. Jerry Jeudy, Tony Pollard, Nick Chubb, and Greg Newsome and George Zilpit. I mean, he should be able to make some noise in the AFC. Now, will he be able to come out of the AFC and face us and say the Super Bowl? That's something completely different. Trust your staff. Okay, we got the Dolphins coming to town. Let's see what the staff got to say about it. Bro is not making the Super Bowl. He said bro is not making the Super Bowl. We'll see.
They've been dealt one of their toughest matchups early in the season.
Okay.
There is hope. One of their coaches has found what they think is a key weakness. The decision now, how exactly to exploit it.
I like how they got that dude that announced. I know people have been talking about the numbers this offense can put up, but this offensive line is suspect at best. Okay. We have to be aggressive all game, run or pass. We send the house. Okay. That seems risky to me. You aren't worried? We all know how devastating a negative plays is for a drive. When they start to stack up, it's demoralizing to an offense. Okay. When we run multiple sacks or tackles for a loss, the games, there's no chance we lose. Trust me. I can handle the play calling shift. You get the guys ready in practice. I hope you're right on this. The reason why we can do that is because even if he did, he'd get 50-0 by SR. The thing about it is, the reason why I believe we can do that, right, is that, because I'm trying to think before we go to battle, because I know the roster front to back, so I don't need to go into it. There's no other cornerbacks. We still have Sauce, right? I didn't get rid of Sauce, right? I know I didn't. Did I trade Sauce away? No, I still got Sauce. So it's Joe Bento, Sauce, Quinyon Mitchell, Travis Hunter, and Cooper DeJean. Yeah, we don't need nobody at cornerback. Yeah, we're good. What I was saying was, I mean, we don't know who's going to be drafted, who's going to go where. That's why I brought a lot of my draft picks into equation with this stuff, because I was like, all right, I didn't trade anybody at wide receiver, so okay, that's cool. Tight end is still straight. Left tackle, now I can make the left tackle Tristan Wirfs, because we're playing in Hawaii now. This isn't solely about the Philadelphia Eagles. Set aside your differences, boys. Center is Lindenbaum. Right guard can now be Chris Lindstrom with Tucker behind him. And then right tackle can now be Patani Sewell with Christian behind him. The left edge is going to have a little bit of a boost. Give me Aiden. Well, no, Aiden's not coming off the left. Give me Zach Bond off the left. And on the right edge, give me, where is he? Give me Aiden Hutchinson off the left. He's going to be bringing the rush over top of Carter. And then Phillips behind him. And then on the left edge, bring Zach Bond. Okay, yeah, that's how we're going to do it. Well, wait, would Phillips do it better? Phillips would bring a run as an 89 better than Bond. But we need somebody on the left. He said you don't need anything. Listen here, it's fun. It's fun, okay? They could say that having a fifth defensive tackle would help. But I don't. Let me see. Is there any position where we're running heavy? No. 3 Sams. Defensive tackles are in line. Derek Brown's behind Jordan Davis. He understands that. Mike linebacker's looking good. We don't have a third Mike, but Jeremiah Trotter, I got him subbing in and out as Sam and Mike. Will looks good. Cornerback's looking good. We don't actually have a backup cornerback, but if worse came to worse, we could drop, we could drop Guy into cornerback and make Reed Blankenship the free safety if it came down to it. Third down running back. Okay. Yeah. Gadget running back. Okay. Power halfback. Looking good, looking good. Slot wide receiver. It's going to be Jai Plays, Cod, Dolphins for life, and then A.J. Brown. Rush left edge is going to be, no, it's not going to be Aiden Hutchinson. It's going to be all the boys. Let's see about bringing, no, off the right edge, we have, let's go with, where is he? Let's go with Hutch off the left, and then Phillips behind Hutch, and then off the left over here, instead of Bond, give me Abdul Carter. So it lines up where they rotate out. 1 second. This is all pro in the year, it's called all pro in the year 2027, if I'm not mistaken. If you're looking for all Madden qualifications, I know a lot of people always say, why aren't you playing on all Madden? Feel free to go over to YouTube, scroll back a couple years. You'll find that information where I took the Texans to the Super Bowl before C.J. Stroud. I took the Philadelphia Eagles to the Super Bowl with no trades with Sam Bradford. And I also kept the salary cap on during all of that. It just became boring, and I decided to go the other way. And it became too much of a headache, actually. I don't want to say boring. It's too much of a headache. Like, I have way more fun with the salary cap on. Okay, we're good. Sub linebacker. Everybody lined up. Okay, cool. Slot cornerback. Quinyon. Yeah, Quinyon, Coop. Reed. No, not Reed. Give me. Yeah. Well, no. Reed will get abused. Give me. Travis Hunter. Okay, so we should be good. All right, let's go out here and see what they got for us. They're saying let's watch the weekly recap.
Nothing like October football. Welcome in, everyone. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 6. I'm Scott Hansen. We start with a good matchup in the NFC.
That was a good game. We was going back and forth.
This is the quarterback for the visitors. He had it
T was dancing on us.
Missed one of 5 touchdown passes for the game. The
17,
ThunderBirds
2 and 11.
are hot. They improved to 6-0 with the win here. From there,
Texans are 5-0.
Houston, looking in on the Texans.
What, CJ?
As they play host to the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh!
And it's the former Longhorn back in Texas, Bijan Robinson.
Bijan Robinson.
He's going to get the carry here, and look at
CJ. I said Bijan. Bijan with the shoulder block, carrying his team on my back, shaking my head. Telling you.
With this victory.
Titans to the Patriots. Who got this one? Probably the Titans or the Patriots. The Patriots? Drake May with the
And it's
Stephon Diggs catches it and no, he didn't run it out. That is wild right there.
The Pats improved to 4-2.
I can check. I don't know. I don't know if I have the Texans on my roster, on my team schedule. I can check.
So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.
Let's see here. Let me see if I have the Texans on my schedule this year. No. I have left with the Dolphins, Broncos, Lions, Falcons, Cowboys, Patriots, Panthers, Cowboys, Jets, Commanders, Saints. Said Ravens 5-1. That's right. That's right. All right, let's get this one kicked over. About 1:22. Got about an hour or so. Might be able to get at least 2 games in. And then we have 1 week before week 9, so I probably won't go past week 9 just in case I want to make some trades. On the block, Nick Olsen could be on the move. He's a cornerback. Nicholas Addison. Let me see something real quick. Just to see who he is. He might be regular, but I just want to, before somebody plucks him out. Nicholas Addison. This guy? Whoa. This guy? Oh, I see. He's probably one of those, nice, I'm not developing people that's going to take 8 years. What's the new message? We're going to struggle to run the ball against Christian Wilkinson and Kenneth Garrett. We need to be more outside to be effective. Okay, I can do that. Franco, welcome to the 51 Dynasty community. Welcome to one of the best online communities available today where you are appreciated. Thank you for your support and welcome into the group. I hope you're enjoying the stream. The Unknown said 17-0 season. I'm going to be honest, probably not because of the fact that a lot of times when you get closer to the we call that their, let's get those on. That look tough. When you get closer to the playoffs and stuff like that, a lot of times you have to pull your starters because they do get hurt like in real life. You've been undefeated every year except the first. That's true. I did go undefeated a couple times. It's not easy though. Okay, so who they have on their side, X Factor, is Tyreek Hill. Superstars line out to be Tua Tagovailoa and Fusay. I don't know how my man's last name roll. Let's get out there and see how it goes down. I haven't had a home game. Hopefully I get a home game tomorrow. I'd like to see my stadium. My God, can I see my entrance and my stadium? Why do I have to play on the road if Tyreek becomes a problem double teaming? Man, I'm going to bring the blitz on him. How I look at it is my cornerback's going to be able to keep up. We got him. Tua going to go out there, and they still got 2 on Superman. We normally allow 406 yards. I don't think they got the firepower for us. Cap won. Cap, I beaten him last season. Tyreek ain't doing nothing, bro. Who beat me last year? Tariq didn't beat me. Oh, they're kicking it off. What's this? All right, let's run with the Bellas. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah. All right, I shouldn't have ran back. It's cool. Oh, Tariq ain't beat me. I thought you were talking to me. I was like, Tariq ain't beat me last season. I don't even think I was in last season. I think that was like third. Yeah, I did play last year. That's true. Ravens beat you last season, and then you beat us in the Super Bowl. Oh, your team. Yeah, your team beat us. I thought you meant like Tariq Hill himself had like some. We'll take that. We'll take that. Early and often. Let's go early and often. Let's go and get it.
You talk about a way to get this one started, Greg. Come on the road, go downfield deep, and put 6 on the board.
You can tell Mike, this offensive coordinator, he wanted to come out aggressive in this one. Finds himself on the road. What does he do on the first snap? Deep shot, touchdown, strike first.
I mean, you're going to kick the ball to me first out the bat. I'm going to try to put it in there. He said prime that boy Cross. Last year we missed him. I mean, the thing about it was like, to answer the question from the community member, he asked, how do you do it? Basically, you just relocate your team. They really updated it for this Madden. You just hit relocate team, choose the place you want to go, choose your team, choose your logo. I mean, choose the team with the jersey colors and logo, and you start up right then and there. Now, managing it is a little bit harder because a lot of NFL teams, like when I moved the Philadelphia Eagles to Hawaii, I lost the ability to be considered a historic championships. We have, not historic championships, win record. Because we're a new organization. So, but we'll take care of that this year. Winning will get it done, But it is harder. But I have pluses with like the warm weather state and the big market. A lot of people like playing in warm weather states. They don't like cold weather. All right, Hutch. All right, Brown.
Defense gives them, they don't have to necessarily create a lot of opportunities for their teammates.
So I'm talking about Hutch? Okay, Hutch. I see you, Hutch. I said, shh, they spent 2 first-round picks on me. A solid 2 first. I think I spent like 2 first-round picks and a person. He didn't even get stopped. My God. Let's go. Tampa 2.
One of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Go and get it.
Out of the gun,
put him down, put him down. Good tackle, good tackle. All right, now let's trust the lineman. He said that the line is weak. Let's go edge blitz 3. Edge blitz 3. Bring the house, guard the backfield. See what we can get. I couldn't get him, but my homie got him. That's what I'm talking about. Nova came down. Let's go. Homie on the team. Let's go.
And the ability to rush the quarterback. And they come on 3rd down. That number just goes up.
They still have Tua turned the ball over. I mean, they said something about Tua would love to come to Philly playing behind Jalen Hurts. I would take that, but not like on some starter capacity. Okay. Went back a little bit, but we got to go with it. I'm gonna be honest with you, like, and this is a hot take, but I gotta say it. But he said, bro, never said. Said, bro, never said that. Oh, I feel like myself, like, I feel like Tua's team is not stacked the way it could be. In my opinion, hold on 1 second. Go on with it. Go with it, CJ. Go with it, CJ. Ooh, good run. No huddle. We coming right out that. No huddle. Mesh. We're not going to the sideline. Cod looking at you. Come on, get up there. Get up there. Come on, give me a little magic. Don't go out. No huddle. Come on now. No huddle. That's right. Get your celebration. And then no huddle. Hit me with shallow cross. I'm looking at Wagner possibly.
Hill drops to throw.
So I'm talking about Wagner. Don't get it.
It's his third touchdown catch.
I'm talking about Wagner.
Tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained back-to-back drives right down the field.
Credit to the line. Strong line. Strong line. Recruited them boys. Strong line. Okay. Okay. Tua, Achane, Waddle, Tariq. Tua's the second worst. Okay, we got people. Yeah, T will tell you. Tua has not had a good career, bro. It's not. Let's not confuse Tua not having a good career and Jalen Waddle being not good or A-Chain not being good. No, them dudes is good. It's just that I don't know whether it's I mean, if I had to be honest, is it an injury thing? Yes, somewhat, because I remember. If you remember a long time ago when Carson Wentz was considered top 5 in the NFL and about to win an MVP, right? And then he popped his leg out. He popped his leg out and just was, you know, it was the type of thing where like, if I remember correctly, Carson Wentz was on pace to be like MVP that year. We were already set to go to the playoffs, and he just freakishly got hurt. And then that's what led to Nick Foles coming in. 1 second. Okay, I completely fell for the pass. He is gone. That man is out of here. That was a great run, sir. Great run. I should have brought the house. Great run. Great run. Yeah, so the thing about it was Carson Wentz, he didn't even like get hit in the head or nothing. He got hit. Yeah, we ain't having that again. That only happens. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That happens one time. Cameron said, "Go Panthers." Okay. He said, "I'm a Ravens fan. I wouldn't want Lamar to leave, but he's in trade rumors going to Miami." I mean, if Miami's probably willing to trade the future for Lamar Jackson, you know, I mean, would I do that? No, because I feel that like you're gonna have to come up off at least 2 or 3 first-round picks to get Lamar Jackson, and then what you also have to keep in mind too, Lamar Jackson style. So just something happening one time. Lamar Jackson, Bucks versus Panthers. Who you got? I want the Panthers. I like Vita Vea. I'm a fan of Vita Vea. Outside, like don't get it twisted. It's always fly. You can fly. I'm a fan of Vita Vea, but I want Bryce Young to do well because I want their coach to be able to build with him. So I like Bryce Young and who else? Mainly Bryce Young. I like Bryce Young as a quarterback. Wholesome kind of young man. You know, I wouldn't mind seeing him win. Bucks going to win, but the Falcons going to win, so the Panthers are going to go to the playoffs. That would be great if the Panthers would go to the playoffs. I would love to see, like, the Panthers go to the playoffs and, like, shock a team, you know? But, yeah, at the same time, like, that's what I want to see from the playoffs, and that's why I'm going to watch it regardless. Like, I'm not going to be, like, when it comes to football, I watch everything. You know, like, I have the Michigan game on in the background that I'm watching while we're streaming. Said they're going to beat the Rams again, no doubt. The Buccaneers. I mean, I feel like, don't get me wrong, but I feel like what happens is sometimes, hold on 1 second.
Now faking the give, forced out wide.
Great catch. No huddle. Flood. Okay, I see you, Life.
First down, ThunderBirds. Ready. Now they'll set up to throw. His throw
all right.
is complete.
Good catch. Texas win. Texas winning. They're on commercial right now. I'll tell you when they come back. Let's go PA cross. Now with something like this, you could maybe catch Vel on the route, that B route right there, but it's going to require all of them kind of believing in the run. So we're going to see what happens.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Plus, to his right.
I don't want to throw it and get intercepted. Trying to work on that. Let's go with halfback lead dive.
First 2 drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is first and goal.
Good run, CJ. Way to clear that line, fullback.
That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
5th of the year. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. When we need him, we got him. When we need him. When we need him. That's CJ right there. That's CJ right there. So what I'm going to try to do to balance everything out so that way everybody gets playing time is if your defensive player is always on the field whenever we call something, then that means your offensive player has to like be in a position where it's supportive. So basically, whereas like if I'm not mistaken, let me check. Like, because I think Ryan Cross is a halfback, but he's also, Ryan Cross is a halfback, but he should also be a will side linebacker, right? So being a will side linebacker, he's on the field every game, the majority of the time, right? CJ, I don't think CJ, because I went to go create him a safety, but I don't think I think that was in the other league, right? He doesn't even have a defensive player, if I'm not mistaken. He just likes the halfback position. Yeah, he's more of a halfback guy. So because he's a halfback, he'll be in the starting position, and then I think what I'm gonna do is well, Saquon's getting his routes, but Ryan will be the backup. That way, everybody gets to play. You know, it's one of those like I'm trying to get everybody routes. But yeah, like I just, you know, it was one of those things where I was like, I was chilling, and I was like, all right, I got a little time on my hands. You know, wife's taking a nap, family's chilling. They kind of relaxing throughout the house and stuff. I was like, yeah, I'd rather come in here and grab a game or two of Madden. Probably get another game in because it only takes like a half an hour to play the game. They said the coach said bring the heat. They got 2 quarter touchdowns, 2 timeouts. Give me the cover 4 and I'll because bring the heat to me can be just straight up rushing. We don't need to bring the blitz. See, Aiden not gonna let him get past. I figured that. Who was that? Somebody. Who was that? Guy? Yeah. Now I have it. Aiden just going to take us to the next level. Give me cover 3 drop.
Carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
A shotgun snap for 2.
Put him down. 39. Okay, now this is where I'm going to trust the coaching a little bit. Let's bring the linebacker blitz, play one-on-one with the linemen, with the wide receivers.
From the gun, here's Tua.
Good defense. That's what I'm talking about, Koo. Koo. I see you, Koo. Like, that's what I'm telling you. They be targeting. It's not enough. Not enough. Bro, you can't think that you just gonna throw in Cooper DeJean. Don't think because I got this man at 4. I got this man at 4 or 5 because he ain't got to worry about his job. Wrong. Come on. Okay. Good run. So I'm talking about Saquon. Good run.
The ThunderBirds offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. He's putting together a very strong first half of the season.
Give me ace post. It looks like we're lining up for the run, but we're actually lining up for the pass. And then give me Bell on the slot.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Exiting the pocket right. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completing. What about
no huddle.
all the way down inside.
PA counter wiggle. Flip it.
It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Now he'll run.
Didn't feel comfortable throwing as the cornerback was playing weak. Halfback kind of weak.
Here's 2nd. 3 to go.
Stacking the box, are we? Straight up the middle. Okay. 3rd and 2. Wide zone left tackle. What do we got? Where they lined up? More to the right. So I'm talking about CJ. Go on out there and get your numbers up, big fella. Go on and get your numbers out there, big fella. Second touchdown of the game. Let's go. Half dozen. That's 6. Go on and get it, CJ. You earned it, young fella.
Greg, you've been on offenses like this.
Honolulu Thunderbirds. Go get them. Jersey's looking
It's
amazing.
really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game.
Yeah, book-wise and stuff like that, it's been chilling. There's going to be certain things like I like to call like the secret sauce, right? There's going to be certain secret sauce things that I can't really reveal because I want to keep things going, but I have found a new inspiration to do the book with me having more time to game. Every time I pick up the sticks, it fuels me to want to do my book because I normally did both. Hold on 1 second. I normally did both at the same time around the same age, you know. I think it's the way I was brought up in the generation I was brought up in where, I mean, nothing against, you know, any younger adult today, but basically I predate the internet. You know, I'm not ashamed to say that. I thank the Lord that I live. Hold on 1 second. Down, boy. Monster defense. Hold on 1 second. I said monster defense. Cover 4 pounds. Oh wait, this is some underneath stuff. Bring the heat. Bring the heat on him. Don't give him no time. That might be a pass. So what? Bring the heat. See, look, he's floundering. Get after him. Oh, good hit. Good hit. Follow up. Good follow up. But yeah, so, you know, I predate the internet and stuff like that. And when you predate the internet, a lot of times, and you know what? I've been seeing Derek Brown a lot more than Jalen Carter. I just want to make sure that we have the defensive tackle room straight. Okay, yeah. We could use a 5th and 6th defensive tackle as well. That might be where my moves are bust at. But yeah, at the same time, like comic books and stuff like that, graphic novels are basically just a huge comic book. The reason why. Okay. Good catch and run. The reason why I say graphic novel over comic book is because I don't want to say something that is going to come out weekly or monthly. That's right. Work. That's right. Let's go. Hit him with the pinch blitz. Pinch blitz. Somebody hurt. I don't know who got hurt. I was working the line. I was working the double team. Let's go. I'm talking about Jai. Go get him.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds.
Nah.
Majority of their struggles.
They're gonna go to the air most definitely. Hit him with the pinch zone forward. Bring the blitz on him.
Into the game and had any confidence operating out of the pocket. When the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
Timeout. Good defense. But yeah, I found some secret sauce, you know, and I think that's what makes any good book, to be honest. I think that's what makes any good author the fire, you know, and I have it. I've had it for a long period of time, but I'm not gonna lie, it diminished a bit with work and life because you lose focus. You know, you gotta be a husband, you gotta be a provider, yada yada yada. So whip. Come on. Don't catch me. So the thing about it is now that I'm able to be those things, but at the same time be a full-time streamer, I say, okay, instead of just putting all the hours into the stream, let's kick that book over. You see what I'm saying? Let's get the ideas together. Let's start sorting things out. You know, it's kind of like, hold on 1 second.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw on the run is complete.
Hold on 1 second. My bottom. Curl, Ohio.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, ThunderBirds.
to throw.
Great catch.
And he's out of bounds.
4 verts. See if you can catch him slipping.
For 8 yards.
Who's out on the left over there?
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Go.
He'll look to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That one knocked away. It is in.
We got knocked away. Halfback slash. We should be able to get this first down. Let's go and get this first, and I'll come back with it. Oh, 17-17, second quarter. Go. No huddle, no huddle, no huddle, no huddle. We ain't going back to the huddle. We ain't going back to the huddle. PA zone shot. PA zone shot. We ain't going back to the huddle. We ain't going back to the huddle. Cod, looking at you.
First and 10 at the 40.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to air this one.
Ah.
And this will be incomplete.
Had to angle it. Had to angle it. Double slants.
I love that they continue to
They ain't seen this all day.
here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly
Timeout.
where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Tight end post. Max, thank you for them lights.
They have one remaining. As they'll stop it with 17
Go.
seconds to go in half number 1. Moving outside the pocket. Throw
Timeout.
on the move.
Take the field goal. That's as far as we can get. Nah. Take the field goal. Take the points. You never know. You could get some crazy crap coming out of
Stop it with 11
half.
remaining in this first half.
Move it over to about right there. Boom. Let's do it. That's Wagner.
The kick is
Yep, Max. This is franchise for moderators and subscribers of the channel. So if you go over to the red brand and follow over there, and then you go over to the purple brand and you follow over there, and then you follow on TikTok, you are awarded a player on offense and defense on any team you choose, this team or any other team. You just have to start on this team. Now, that only is able to be done in season when trade deadline is off. So that's about another week or two, about 2 more games. And then after that, if you wanted a player, you would have to wait till the following season to be able to do it so we can stay in. Oh, no, you know what? I did have a rule where we're keeping the trade deadline open to the playoffs. But I did change that back because I didn't want to seem like I was taking advantage. So basically, in the next game or two, trade deadline is going to go off and it's going to be off for the rest of the season. That way it doesn't seem like I'm just, kind of like manipulating the rosters or something where we don't give everybody a chance to trade too. I swear Cowboys and Packers should swap teams. Ben, shout out to my moderator, Ben. Be sure to go on over to the channel, sub up, great content creator as well. How's your day going, Ben? Yo, happy holidays to everybody in the chat there. Happy holidays. I mean, I feel like if I had to be real, the Cowboys, I'm going to say this and it's going to sound wild. Oh my God, look at the Northwest. I'm not surprised. That's what it looked like sometimes in Seattle right there. You're seeing it. Fog and rain. It's foggy right now.
It's a touchdown.
Not all the time though.
Seahawks come away with a
Seahawks might got to see them in the playoffs.
Let's go to Landover,
If I had to be honest to say something that a hot take in a sense, I would take, if somebody said what team would you want to take over right now, like if you had to pick, I would choose the Cowboys over the Packers. I think trading your best defensive tackle in Kenny Clark and getting Micah Parsons. I'm not saying he's not going to come back from his injury good, but getting him in a situation where he's injured already, so he's useless for the rest of the year. Not saying you can't win the Super Bowl without him, but that's like asking us to win the Super Bowl without A.J. Brown, Jalen Hurts, just going down the line type thing. That's kind of hard to do. But whereas the Cowboys, they're eliminated, but they have like 3 first-round picks or something coming. So by the time you got free agency, 3 first-round picks, Kenny Clark and Quinnen Williams, you can look towards not to say quarterback, like you're going to get rid of Dak Prescott, but hold on, I got to stand up. Trayvon just went to a team that's getting a first round, and he's not. And I'm not standing up to avoid you guys. I just got the watch say going to stand up. I don't know if you can see me if I stand up. Let me see. I always thought about this too. Like, could I be one of those streamers in the background that stands up? 1 second. I just got, you gotta like stretch out. You can't, can't be sitting for a long period of time. Got to stretch the body out. All right, cool.
Turnaround. Let's find out. The third
And he's not good. Hold on one second.
Washington now.
Oh, pick it up.
Special teams has come up with the recovery.
Well, did we get it? Did we get it?
Everything going wrong. A big
Yes, let's go. Let's go. Halfback died.
game, and now
Let's go.
right back to him on this.
Bruh, went back 13 years ago.
When it rains, it pours.
I mean,
Now it is
I just feel like myself, like,
They just can't get out of their own way.
come on, get that first, get that. That would have been a touchdown. Let's go for him. Don't let him reset. CJ might be able to get a quick touchdown on him. Run his numbers. Go left. They're stacked right. Go with it. That's right, CJ. That's what I'm talking about, CJ. My man got him a 3-game touchdown game. Let's go.
Touchdowns in this
3 touchdowns.
7 for the year.
7 for the year. That's what I'm talking about, big CJ. OG,
That is
man.
his third rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
Yeah.
So far, Mike,
Go
this
after
team
him.
has
I'm going to get back to you, Ben. 1
what we see
second.
in the second half. Now, can they
Keeps cutting the line, too.
Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
But yeah, I feel like the Dallas Cowboys are in a great position. Now, do I feel like they're better than, say, the Giants? No. I feel as though the best team in the NFC East outside of my Philadelphia Eagles is the New York Giants. I feel as though the New York Giants have Cam. I think Jackson Dart is going to be something special just by the ability that he put up before the season was over. I think Cam Scatterboo is probably going to come back with a strong run ability. I think Malik Neighbors and the rest of them wide receivers are going to come back fired up because they got a quarterback that can throw it to them, right? I think that Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, Kevin Thibodeau, and Abdul Carter are going to work something out there where that team is going to be better than what they were this year, you know? So I would go, if I had to guess it next year, Eagles, Giants, Cowboys, Commanders. Because a lot of the Commanders are also older and injured. So it's one of those things. Hold on 1 second. Am I dropping it? I just want to make sure I wasn't dropping.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa.
Hit him. Good hit. I feel like a lot of the bring some heat on them. We're letting them get relaxed. Strong safety Sam crash.
24 now. Here's second.
We letting them get a little relaxed. Listen to the coordinator. Bring the heat.
Play action. Tagovailoa.
Good hit. No, it's no problem, Mello. He was new to the channel. Tampa 2. He's going to be throwing like right there. He might be able to get an interception off of
They
him.
knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short game.
2 and now on third down.
Oh my God. He got past me. Go run him down. So I'm talking about Bell and Hutchinson. He got past me, but y'all was on him. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
These pass rushers, they love
Mello, welcome to 51 Dynasty community. Welcome to one of the best online communities available today where you are appreciated. Thank you for your support and welcome into the group. I hope you're enjoying the stream.
go to waste.
So yeah, the thing of it was like, you gotta. If I had to give a word to anybody, like, don't do anything like that, art related or streaming or anything until you really feel it, until it's like something you want to do. Like I've been waiting a while because come on. What really happened also was the fact that without giving up none of my secret sauce or nothing. Back when I was younger and stuff, printer companies before there was digital tablets and stuff, which wasn't really that long ago. Printer companies would not take you seriously. So what that basically means is, 1 second, let's go to halfback stretch. All right, they're bringing a blitz to stop the run. I see a blitz to stop the run. Hit me with the PA slots. Looking at you, Cod, on the runner.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw.
You on that, Cod.
Coming across the field, he's got it.
Mm-hmm.
He will go all the
There you go. Put another one on him.
That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
So I'm talking about he got his 5th touchdown. Go and get it. They were stacking the box to stop the run. I saw when I went for the run, it was like 2 dudes. Nobody even played the pass. And then he's a great slot receiver. Tay said year 1, red shirt. Year 2, games did horrible. Year 3 didn't play. Year 4, one quarterback won. This is my 4th year, 4th team for my college football quarterback. Man, college football need to change that a bit. Like, I'm not saying players shouldn't be able to. I turned off the transfer portal, but it's still available at the end of the year, I think. Like, it should be like an option where you could just, like, stop players from transferring. Where, like, either they go to college or they play with you for, play on your team for 4 years. Because it's hard to build a roster. Like, with Madden, I know, okay, like, unless somebody retires, the majority of people that's on my team are going to be there, next year and stuff like that, right? So, and then also time-wise, I'm probably going to end up doing a couple trades and maybe look live stream later because it's almost like 2:30 and I don't want to set up a game and have to rush through it. He said, no, I started. Oh, you started as an underdog. Oh, okay. Give me cover 2 hard flat. So, yeah, it's one of those things where, what I was saying. Well, he can take a hit. It was one of those things where printer companies wouldn't even take you seriously back in the day. And that was the only way that, see, comic book stores, they're still around, but, like, comic books themselves, as far as, like, paper and graphic novels and stuff, really isn't. A lot of people absorb comic books and graphic novels and stuff. One second. I'm talking about. Good tackle. Now that you have other means of delivering the story, like tablets and what do you call that? Nickel Blitz too. When you have other means of delivering the story, like tablets and offensive, it had to be offensive. Yep, false start offense. Give me cover 3 buzz press. I feel like nowadays why does everyone ask that though? I have no idea. I think, to tell you the truth, a lot of people, come here. That's right. Got the middle warning. Finally got one on him.
This isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
I'm talking about. You said you won 1920. Yeah, a win's a win. To be honest, T, you gotta understand in this sort of thing, that's what a lot of people get about the whole streaming thing. I think people think, hey, I'm streaming video games, so everybody's gonna love me a lot. Oh crap! Hold on one second. Come on! Great run, Saquon. Great run. Oh, somebody's hurt. It's Blankenship. I know, but still, I know don't get me wrong, it's ridiculous. I just know, that's a part of the game. It could be a lot of different factors. It could be a person that tried to do what I'm doing. It's not, doesn't have a community. It could be somebody who's just mad around the time of New Year's. You never know, I tend to, come on now, because he's going for 4. Oh, he might get 4 on him though. No huddle. 4 touchdowns in one game, no huddle. Oh, Reed has a bruised hand. Okay, we just lost our guy. He's not in, so I don't want his bruised hand to turn into a broken hand. So let's go ahead and take Big Reed out. Bring in Cooper DeJean topside at free safety. Make sure he's not in. Anything else like cornerback? Okay, are we down to cornerback? Oh, we don't have a 6th cornerback? Oh, that's something that has to change. Supposed to have 6 cornerbacks. Reed Blankenship would be that, but he's down. So yeah, gonna need probably a 6th cornerback. Okay, good to know. Yeah, to me, I don't, stuff like that I don't worry about. You clearly know it's one of those things. It's a lot of different factors. I have 2 picks because my receivers can't catch, and it's only first. You can work it out.
Now faking the give.
Incomplete. Oh, that would have been a great catch. All right, let's go with it. Great catch, Doc. No huddle. Outside zone. They're probably figuring it's a run. A pass. Good run. Good run. Halfback lead dive. I just got benched for a drive. What? Who is running these coaches?
Now a give through the middle, and the defense there to meet him. Hold them to 2 and bring up
Give me Joe Bento's life. Let's see if we can get her a touchdown.
Wasn't anything really to write home about. What it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short. Now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short work.
That's right. So I'm talking about Bento.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his
National Tight Ends Day.
Also scored throughout the league.
And then let me check if it's National Tight Ends Day. He said the impatient AI. It's National Tight Ends Day. Let me see if we got, that's what I'm talking about, life. That's what I'm talking about, life. Let's see if we actually got, did we get Novocaine Bell a touchdown? Because I would like to bring him in, if it's National Tight Ends Day, to get him a touchdown as well if he didn't get one, if I can. Let's see here. Novocaine Bell as a tight end does not have a touchdown yet, and then Joe Bento's life has one. Okay, so Novocaine Bell is up next. Only 3rd quarter, got like 4th quarter to go. Just score a touchdown for the first time since 2026. It's 2028. Wow, that John has really got you having to put the mind power to it. But yeah, the thing about it is, what I was saying was, so printer companies wouldn't even take you seriously, you know? Like, basically, what they would have you do is, they would have you pay for, like, because you gotta understand the big dogs, like the Marvel and the DCs, which don't get me wrong, Marvel, DC, Image, Dark Horse, all them dudes, we stand on the shoulders of giants. You see what I'm saying? Without them, we wouldn't even be in the position we in right now when it has to do with being able to make books and stuff. So, you know, the thing about it is, for a period of time, they would only, you know, printer companies would want you to print out, and also, hold on one second. Also to clarify something, it comes from books as well. It's not just knowledge that I'm just throwing out there to you. If you would like to read a good book that will explain some good things, you can read How to Self-Publish Your Own Comic Book by Tony Caputo, if I remember that was his name correctly. That book is not available anymore, printable, so you gotta maybe read it digital. And the information may be outdated because it was predating tablets and things like that. But if I had to be honest with you, you know, it explains how at that time a Marvel or DC would, you know, they would order. Hold on one second. I almost had a sack on him. They show how a Marvel and a DC set another bad season. Oh man. Cover 2 inverse. So, what happens is, basically, hold on a second. I knew if I went after him, he would go up forward. That's what I'm talking about, Jalen. Go get you one. Go and get you one, Jalen. Monster defense.
Just seems that nothing has gone right all game for this offense, and
I say Sam blitz too.
Just faces relentless pressure. You just can't generate any kind of offense, and I think that's the biggest reason there's a big old 0 up on that score.
I got him. Did I get him? Was it me? That's all. I got him. I got him.
This offense, they just can't establish
Let's go.
any sort of rhythm. There's just no way to sustain any scoring.
Got him.
When your quarterback
I wanted to get after him on that one. Boom, boom.
This often.
Boom, boom, boom. So yeah, the thing about it was they would force you to order like 10,000 books, right? And then the problem of it is nobody can sell like 5 and 10,000 copies of a book. Nobody can sell 5 and 10,000 copies of a book that nobody knows about. You know, nowadays, yeah, you could do something like that. You could bring out a book, have a character, put it on Amazon KDP, sit back and collect the earnings. You know, don't actually, you know, get into the whole. You don't even necessarily have to get into the whole. What do you call it? Aspect of 1 second.
Right away, they'll set up to throw.
Great catch, Life.
It's complete.
All right, let's go with fake halfback flip.
Ball right on the 50-yard line.
Nah, go up the middle.
Down and 3. We'll try the right side this time.
Good run. Halfback slash. They're stacking it to the right.
First down, ThunderBirds.
They'll stay on the ground. And a strong first
No huddle.
run. Pick up of 9.
PA post of sale.
Second and short.
It's a gain of 9.
Sinvel on the cutter.
Second and a yard.
On play action, he'll set up to throw.
All right, that was my fault. I was trying to step into a throw. It's cool. It's cool. Give me flood.
Tough to stop. He comes up with the sack. On third down, they'll set up to throw.
Great catch, Wagner.
Terrific day throwing the ball. The numbers now showing over 300 yards passing in this one.
He had Connor wiggle.
First and 10.
Bell to the left. Send her on the cutter.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it.
Ah, thought I had him. Let's do this. Give me tight end corners.
I don't care how good you are or how good a hands you have, you are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward.
Ah.
They can't wait for that to
All right, they kind of went after us on that one. It's a good tight end post.
sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry just ends up being a wasted down.
Good catch, Life. Now let me sub you out. Let me sub you out so I can get access to Novocaine Vale. Bring in Novocaine Vale to get his touchdown. Novocaine Vale. Let's do the PA tight end cross.
Here, he's got a first down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's
Go
become
with the PA
more
tight end
and more
cross.
common throughout
I
the
think they
entire
may
league.
try to see it coming, but it's a good route. I think it's a good play. They may not see it coming.
Athletic enough
Go.
after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what.
Try it. That's what I'm talking about. Novocaine Vale gets his touchdown. Let's go.
We might need a calculator before
That's right.
this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
So I'm talking about he got his touchdown too. If anything, you can bring in Kyle Pitts and see if you can get one with him. Kyle can get one if we get the ball back. I'm bringing Kyle in. I'm definitely gonna let Kyle. I'm gonna with the what time we got left? A minute 58. Yeah, it's the last one I roll with. We're gonna bring Kyle in. Not yet. We'll see whether or not we get down there. But yeah, like what I was saying was 2 or 3 of my interceptions have been from my team dropping balls. It falls into the DB's hands. That is ridiculous. So yeah, this O-line is buns. It's the worst in the Raiders' offensive line. Man, you the whole team basically. You basically the whole squad. Yeah. So hold on 1 second. I need to run to the restaurant. 1 quick second. Smitty Brown, welcome to 51 Dynasty community. Welcome to one of the best online communities available today where you are appreciated. Thank you for your support and welcome into the group. I hope you're enjoying the stream. This is actually the Philadelphia Eagles moved to Honolulu, Hawaii, my wife's home turf, and made into the Honolulu ThunderBirds. But yes, you can completely do a fantasy draft and do different logos and do stadiums and jerseys and locations. You can play in Japan. You can play in England, you can play in Korea, you can play in Hawaii. Like, yeah, we're all over the place with this one now. So yeah, what I was saying before I jumped up to use the restroom there. 1 second. Oh, he is nice. He is hard to bring down. He is nice. Corner blitz. Yeah, what I was saying was, I feel like at the me and you getting put down, young boy. I ain't having that. In my opinion, right? Especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, give me cover 9, show 2. See maybe if we can catch him and get an interception. Yeah. So the printer companies wouldn't even they wouldn't even take you seriously. And then the wild part about it was, if you did get up enough money to print with the printer companies, the comic book shops wouldn't take you seriously. Because what you got to understand is hold on one second. He fumbled it. Timeout. That way I can maybe get an opportunity. Maybe I'm having this. Oh, hey, Dave's Hot Chicken. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna eat. Still kind of early. It's like 2. Probably gonna grab some food. Grab that one. Go with it. Go with it. Go with it. Go with it, Saquon. One of these days he gonna get a pump. This man is crushing it. Guys at the 42. Dolphins for life. Let's get Dolphins for life on a deep post. Where's he at? Over there on the right? Bro, if this goes through, go on with it. Oh, I got it in his hands, but oh man, all right, we good. That was a nice shot. They had the coverage on it. Good run. I hope we got CJ across 100. He's closer to 1,000 yards. Let's go. Check these boys out. 59-0. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. I don't got nothing against Miami, but we had to put some work in today. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, what I was saying was, as we're wrapping this up here, yeah, it was one of those things where like the printer companies wouldn't even like and then hold on, let me get past this. I had 5 touchdowns, 336 yards, no interceptions. Tua didn't get 1 touchdown on us. I don't know what they're gonna do with him, but I'd trade for him. I'd trade him for you. Tua's not tradable right now because he's still in like super Tua mode. All right, we got it up to 22 on the NFL team pass. 106,000 experience points. Creed. Oh, that would have been nice. Profile face mask picture. That would have been cool. And then I got quarterback nightmare badge. I got some creds. Okay. And then we got 63. Aiden Hutchinson had 5 tackles, 4 total tackles. Nobody wanted to run it with Aiden Hutchinson. That is true. Nobody wanted to run it with Aiden. All right, so let me swing it over to the intermission section. Newly built intermission room. It should work here too. Let me see. Yeah, the newly built intermission room. Yeah, so what happened was, to talk a little bit about that, first of all, remember when Madden let you create a player for a franchise mode? Bro, I remember when Madden had the DNA traits where it was like, I remember that year where it was like, if your daddy was a football player and your mama was a track athlete, you were like daggone near unbeatable at halfback. And then like, if your mom was like a basketball player and your dad was like a pitcher, you were like an amazing quarterback or something like that. Like, a lot of people don't remember that. They used to have Madden with your genetics. They used to have I don't know if you can still compete in the combine. I don't know if you can still compete in like the combine now because I haven't done anything like with the storyline of Madden in a long time. So I don't know if you can still go to the combine. If so, that's pretty cool. Prophecy 7, what's up with you, man? Happy holidays, happy holidays. What year was that? To be honest, I cannot tell you what year it was that that it was in Madden. I would say Google the year Madden. If I remember correctly, it was called Madden DNA or Heritage or something like that. Not the game itself, but the mode. It was something where, yeah, MVP, we've been here for about an hour, 2 hours. I'm about to get ready to shut it down in a minute. It's my wedding anniversary and it's New Year's Eve, so I'm not going to be on too long. Just ran a game just now. Just got finished running a game. There it is, Madden 18, right? So Madden 18, what happened was your quarterback, like say you wanted to be a quarterback, right? That's right. Thank you for that, Prophecy 7. Greatly appreciate that. Greatly appreciate that. I will pass all that on to the wife as well. 12 years of beautiful marriage. The combine you can still do, but you can't do the DNA thing. The DNA thing was kind of like, okay, you know how like with the, what's the name of that thing? With the superstar thing, right? You know how you start off and then you basically play in the routes to see how good you're gonna be. With the DNA thing, it was like if you chose the right DNA when they combined it together, typically that would show you your rating. But back then, what we used to do was we would create the player, and then depending on what the rating was, we would go back and roll. That's how we found out that like sports athletes make the best sport player. But it was one of those things where it was kind of dumb because if your parents were not sports athletes, then you weren't good, basically. Or it wasn't that you weren't good, but this was pre-X Factor. So, you know, like your rating was really your rating until you like really worked out or something. So that's the Madden that I remember when they had more of the traits. And then, hold on 1 second. 1 second. We got a little bit of an issue here that I need to deal with. Give me 1 second here that I just noticed. Wait, what? One second here. Okay. So, yeah. Oh, let me switch the chords here. So, yeah, what it was back in the older generations of my years, basically what would happen is the printer companies would not take you seriously because, you know, they were dealing with, you got to understand, just like you see how like there's a lot of TV shows and movies coming from video games. Back in the day, a lot of TV shows and movies came directly from books, right? Now, as much as people may think that, you know, yes, some books are not doing well, but there are some books that are still doing great numbers, right? But where I'm going with this is basically if you printed out, say, 10,000 copies of your first book, that doesn't mean you're going to sell 10,000 copies. That just means you have 10,000 copies. You know, you can print out 10,000 copies and only be able to put 5,000 or 6,000 of them in the store and only sell 1,000. Now you got to think about how much you've wasted. You got to think about how much over inventory you have. And then when you go to do episode or volume 2, it's going to be the same thing. And it's going to keep repeating and repeating and repeating and repeating. And that's something where people that don't actually research things and just jump into it head first don't realize that in the market we're in right now, it's really more accessible to do than it was back in my generation. Because number one, some people care about like paper and books and stuff like that, and that is available. But a lot of people that, you know, absorb content like that, absorb it through video, you know, through like the same way they absorb video. So like a person that owns like an iPad, right, will be more likely to buy a book, not to say owns an iPad, but a person that reads more on an iPad or a, let's say, Kindle or a Fire tablet or something like that is more likely to buy a book on that source of media than they are to go to Barnes & Noble's. Because what would happen is they would have their tablet and then they would have, I mean, like, think about it like this. When you have a game handheld, right, you don't have just one game on it. You know, Xbox Cloud is like 100 books, like 100 books, right? Now, the average person doesn't read 100 books, but I know for myself, sometimes you could be waiting on something to come out. In the comic book world, yes, you can be reading 100-something books because you could be reading, like I tell you right now, I'm trying to catch up on Hulk. I'm trying to catch up on She-Hulk. I'm trying to catch up on Venom. I'm trying to catch up on the X-Men. I'm trying to catch up on Superman. I'm trying to catch up on Steel. I'm trying to catch up on Supergirl and Superboy. I'm trying to catch up on Luke Cage, if his stuff is still running, and Black Panther, if his stuff is still running. So we're up to at least 10 stories, right, that I have no way in the world would I ever try to take anything from these guys. But what I want to do is I want to see, what that world is popping like. Like what are the, you see what I'm saying? What are the new kind of things that are being done in it? What are the inks that are being used? Not say inks as in like, pens and paper type of ink. But what is the style? What's out there? What's popping right now? Don't put yourself in a situation where you say, okay, this is what was done previously. Like, yeah, I'm not going to sit up here and line everything I've done, because not only do I have to protect what I've done, but I also am still in the figuring it out phase. Not like figuring out what the story is, but figuring out, like, say, where you want to place it. Who's going to be main? Who's going to be lead? Who's in the background? Who's not? Who dies off? Maybe in the beginning. Who doesn't? Who's a snitch? All these sorts of things are stuff that you got to figure out before you start up. My advice would be that if you have more free time, like in my situation, like today, the reason why I didn't punch a bunch of trades in was because, number one, it's only week 5, okay? And we're in year 2027. So we're already 2 seasons ahead, So it's not that I'm going to, like, slow down and stop streaming and start doing, like, podcasts or something. But that's why the podcast is separately, so that way when I want to speak on that front, we can. I've already done, if you didn't check it out, I've already done a review, or at least a 60-day review on the Xbox Rogue Ally X. To kind of switch gears before we get out of here, to at least talk about that in somewhat. My opinion is it's a great handheld, okay? I'm able to play Xbox games, I'm able to play Steam games, I'm able to play Arc games, I'm able to play xCloud, I'm able to play, as far as people saying you can't play your Xbox, yes you can. All you really need to do, from what I've shown, to get the best signal, what I would recommend is to turn your Xbox, like say you want to play your Xbox on your Xbox Rogue Ally X or Rogue Ally, and you're, say, downstairs or something, right? What I would say is, or upstairs or in a different room, I would say turn on the system and then run the remote play. Because what I learned was turning on the system and then running the remote play kind of has it working a little bit better. Now, also, a lot of people will say, well, you can't do that on normal. That's not necessarily true. He said he traded Jordan Davis for another defensive tackle on a 3rd-round pick. Oh, okay. The thing about it is, what I would say is use the system being on, and then as far as the xCloud, to be honest, it has run perfectly for me. I even noticed that I was able to crank some of the settings. I tried to, how can I say this in a nice way? I tried to replace the Division with other games. It has not really worked out yet. I have yet to find the game. There's always going to be things like Assassin's Creed. That's not it. Adam, what's up with you, man? We're actually on the way up out of here. I was wondering where you were earlier, but yeah, I was only in here for an hour and a half, so it wasn't like you missed a 5 or 6 hour stream. Today's my wedding anniversary, and also it's New Year's Eve, so I'm not gonna be in here too long. Really only in here for like another 15, 20. But as far as when I'll be back, I would say at bare minimum, the 2nd or the 3rd, at bare minimum, same time. Thank you. 12 years married, man. Great relationship. 12 years of glorious magic, About to go and spend some time with her in the afternoon, just wrapping this one up. Probably talk for another 5 or 10 minutes. We in the chop it up phase before we get up out of here, and thank you for those well wishes. So yeah, where I was coming from was a lot of people, and let me say this too, to kind of address this. I know that a lot of people are, let's say, how can I say this in a nice way? I know a lot of people are seeing the whole, like, you want to do something else. Can I see my guy stats from this week, or did you not do them? Let's see. I did week 6. I can move forward a week. I can help you out. Hold on. Let me see this right here. Trust your staff. Let me see what happened. Hold on. I think this is the part where they talk about, because y'all can still see it, right? Let me see. Y'all can still see that, right? Yeah, y'all can still see that. We just in intermission. We in the intermission window. So all they're going to do, that was a big win. It looked like you blitzed more often but lacked success. What was the defensive plan exactly to win? Let the coordinator answer. Yeah, let the coordinator answer. Let him answer. I can speak to this. We knew we needed to attack their line all game. Sometimes his morale went up for all defenses. Sometimes things don't got to work out, but all players got to do is give it their all and win regardless. I couldn't be more proud of them. Let him speak. He the one that came up with the let's blitz all game and stuff like that. It was a great standpoint. hopefully we don't lose our offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator. SR and Mrs. SR, best couple of all time. Thank you for that, T. Greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. I actually heard the TV come on. That's why I said I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one on up. And then I also need to go grab some food, too. Figure out what we're going to eat or what's open. Where's the beef? Scouting ability. Oh, okay. Got to do scouting ability. All right, I see it. All right, so Adam wanted to see his Browns stats. Let's see what. So that would be stats and awards. First of all, the Browns are now 3-3. Okay, that's an uptick. The Browns are. Let me see. The Brownies are. You have 258 yards. 27 for 20. Wait, did they not put you in the next game? Or did they put that other guy in? Oh, you only played one game. So they did not. You know what? You might not have. Let me check the schedule. You might not have played this week. Because I doubt if they would have. Yeah, I think you might have had a bye week because there's no way that a team wouldn't start you over the other ball. So I think you might have been on a bye week this week. Yup. You were on a bye week this week. Your next week will be the Raiders. So I'll have your stats up by then. Because I was like, for you to only have 200 yards, you're the starter. It's just you got to play the Raiders. Yeah, so the thing about it was, not too long ago, when I say, like, back in the past, I don't mean, like, because I was born in the 80s, but not the 80s, like the early 90s, 2000s, before the tablets and stuff, it was harder. But now that, you're in a situation where basically you can deliver the stories, you can tell different stories. Now that, in a way, nothing against the comic book shops, but I'm not going to the comic book shops to buy my comic books. Like, and I'm going to be reading comic books, winning against the Raiders is easy for every team. Except for the Browns. We're going to see what that team got, It's going to be the first one out there. So, yeah, the thing about it is basically, if you can find a way, right, which I feel as though I have, to tie in what you like about life into that story, then you will work better. He said, bro saw the Cowboys win their fifth Super Bowl. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I was alive when the Cowboys were pretty good. I was alive around the time of, if I'm not mistaken, I was right around the time when they stopped being good. Right around the time, like, I have some older family members that was around when they were still, like, winning 4 and 5 belts and stuff. But I was around right towards the tail end of that when the Eagles started beating up on them. So I was born in 86, 1986. In the 80s. I'm an 80s baby. Not even 40 yet, to be honest. Am I 40? No, I'm not even 40 yet. So, still got my years ahead of me. But at the same, lucky to be here, to be honest. No. Born in 86 makes you, I think, like 39. I'm like 39 now or something. I think next year I turn 40. So, not this year because my birthday was in October. But I think, like, next year, if I'm not mistaken, I turn 40. So, I'm going to have, like, this big 40 blowout. And, it's like this. It's kind of like 21 and 40 are kind of like the same thing where you, like, not to say age-wise, but it's kind of like you celebrate that because, like, typically you should be doing better. I know I am. I have a great marriage, great family, great finances, and I'm doing way better than what I was in my 20s. I was completely lost in my 20s, So, SR was alive when Jerry Jones didn't have dementia. I'm not going to lie. I do remember when Jerry Jones was making good trades, when Jerry had Troy Aikman and the boys, Emmitt Smith. I don't remember the whole Marvin Harrison and all that, but I do remember, like, the Deion Sanders. He was in the games I was playing as a kid. Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman, stuff like that. Yeah, I remember them guys. I remember especially Emmitt Smith. I hated that guy. Deion I like because he played for the Falcons. Oh, for real? Really? The Browns? No, I can't say I remember when the Browns were good because the last time the Browns were good, and outside of me, was in a generation of, say, not to say they weren't good, but the last Browns roster that was like damn near Super Bowl level was that Jim Brown roster, and I think that was more, I think it was more of like my parents' generation because that was more like a 70s thing if I remember correctly. I was still like an infant. Like, so I was like a toddler, so I couldn't actually know, I watched TV, but I didn't know, like, what was really going on until I was, like, maybe, like, 4 or 5 or something, where you can understand the rules and crap. Oh, 2000. Oh, yeah, 2020. I remember that. I think you're on a good level right now. I'm going to be honest. I think Shadari is the answer. I think Jerry Judy's going to be nice for you. I think Myles Garrett he's going to stick around now because he sees that the team has changed. I think that basically Shadari's the answer, man. So you don't, if you don't go away from him and don't do him dirty, and that clock of new quarterbacks every year might have finally stopped when it comes to Cleveland and started up again for New York, for the Jets. So yeah, the thing of it is basically what happens is basically a lot of times you wouldn't get taken seriously for what do you call it, for books and stuff like that. So to be in a situation now where there's tablets and there's iPads and stuff, a lot of people got to also understand that current Jerry Jones would say Jamarcus Russell is the best, probably. The thing of it is you have things like Amazon Kindles, I think there's Nooks for Barnes and Nobles, iPads, Google tablets, Samsung tablets. So, it's very easy to absorb your titles. But for me, for the comic books that I want, I'm probably going to pay Marvel their unlimited service for, I've never had it before, but I'm probably going to buy Marvel Unlimited, the thing where you can just read all the comic books that come out from Marvel every month. And then I'm probably going to buy, I guess it's called DC Unlimited or Universe or whatever that is. I'm going to buy that as well because, to be honest, it's kind of like with the console stuff. Like, I like people across both sides, so I'm not going to get into this whole, like, okay, one person is better than another person, and I'm not going to read another. Like, there are some people that go, because I read Marvel, I'm not going to read DC, or because I read DC, I'm not going to read Marvel. That's why a lot of people got to understand, predating Xbox and PlayStation, when Nintendo and Sega was going at it, this whole console war thing has existed long before these dudes. It'll probably exist long after them. It's just the way some people are. One got to fight each other. So I look at it more like they both make great stories. I would love to see what both of them are up to. I have an iPad to be able to research them and read them, but I need to, I think that I need to upgrade it. My technology needs a complete overhaul as far as my cords and not just the cords, things like the tablet, the computers. I haven't upgraded them. One thing I can tell you is I will testify that Apple products last longer than 5 years. These streams that you see and coming through crystal clear are coming through on Apple products, okay? And I have not researched them since the original Mac M1, if I'm not mistaken. So you're talking maybe 5 going on 6 years without me having to worry about it. So when people say that Apple can't do this and Apple can't do that, that's because you're not actually using it properly. When you're using it properly, it can do all those things. So that's why it puts me in a position now where I'm like, while I'm off camera, I'm going to spend some time worrying about, okay, what cameras, what computers, what cameras, with the, don't get me wrong, with the mobile gaming. I want to game mobile, but I also want to stream it. I don't know if TikTok allows you to do that. I'm pretty sure they let you do that. It's just more about the power. I am considering, when it has to do with internet signals, I am considering things like Starlink for mobile gaming, so that way I don't have to rely so much, like, because you know how you be in, if you've ever been in, say, a hotel or a living situation, not living situation, I mean, like, hotel, like, in the sense of, like, you're staying for the weekend and basically you want a game, and basically a hotel, I'm saying right now, hotel internet is not that strong. So he said, SR, do you believe in my parlay? Put it up there and I'll check it out before I get about it. But yeah, basically, expect something more, because I think I've done about 2 or 3 technical podcasts about just technology and stuff like that. I gave you the update on Xbox Rogue Ally X from a 60-day use. Would I recommend buying it? Yes, I would recommend buying it. If you don't feel comfortable spending that amount of money and you maybe want to go a little bit lower, I would recommend Xbox Rogue Ally. The reason why I recommend these things is because, like I said, you can play Xbox games, Steam games, Arc games, Xbox Game Pass, your own Xbox at home. At the same time, I have yet to see games run bad. To Utah to win, Arizona State to win, and Texas to win. I could see Texas winning this game against Michigan, because Michigan are missing some people. As far as Utah, Arizona, the Arizona one I probably can believe in. Utah, I don't know enough about them to say whether or not they wouldn't win or not. That's for 120. It's not that bad, and you didn't gamble that much. So, pretty good bet. I believe in it. Not too bad. Not too bad. So the thing about it is, expect another podcast, maybe today, maybe later. Utah winning by 17, and it looks like you done won already. And Texas just scored with what looks like Manning running in for a touchdown. So yeah, expect they up by 4. So you got it together. That parlay might come together. Make sure to let me know on the next stream. Said I bet Ohio State to win the national championship, and that's for 420. Wow, my man about to make him an almost 500 hit. So the thing about it is, expect a podcast in the near future here, maybe today, that basically explains like a little bit more the book standpoint and where we stand with that, and some of the things that I've noticed. I'm going to be opening up a little bit more, not so much about how I feel about where I'm coming from, but also more about where I see the industry as a whole, because I do see some things being pushed in the eyes in front of us. I do see some things that are not comic book related. They're being pushed into our world. And I do think at the same time, in a video game world, I can't really say much about that because I'm not planning on making a video game. Just not saying I couldn't. Let's clear this up. Not saying I couldn't, but I am not a technical wizard like that to be sitting up here making a whole game by myself. And typically, anybody would tell you, nobody makes games by themselves. Like, typically, it's like 5 guys, or not even just guys, but, 5 women and men, or however way you divide it there. But typically, it's like either 5 people or 500 people. Like when you see games like Madden and Assassin's Creed and, hell, even Animal Crossing, all these games require like 500-something people to be making it, Sean, bro. It ain't no 4 or 5 people sitting there sketching away. So, I like to be involved with things that I know I can control, that I can make and do. Now, as far as if the book's going to be staffed or it's not, maybe that's a subject that we pick up in the podcast. So that's something you got to check out. But, like I said, I want to thank everybody for being here. It is now 12:37 in time that I said I was getting up out of here. So I want you all to have a great New Year's. Have a great rest of your holidays. Be safe, be blessed. And I will see you in the next stream. Happy New Year's to all of y'all. Wait, hold on. Hold on one second. All right. Anyway, they should have done Alabama today instead of Ohio. Hey, I feel you, Bill. See you in 2026. That's right, T. See you in 2026. I might pop in the middle of the night. You never know. You might see me in there 1-something in the morning. So it depends on how late I stay up. But you guys have an amazing holiday, man. Enjoy it. Be safe. Stay safe out there. It gets weird out here around the New Year's, man. Stay safe. Try to stay indoors if you can with this weather and this craziness out there. Enjoy it. I will be making content, podcasts, tweets, posts, write-ups, all that sort of stuff will probably coming today, so be sure to look in it. You have a good day, PT. Have a good rest of your day. Stay holiday. Stay blessed. Thank you for them likes. And I will see y'all in the next stream and possibly next year. Peace.